Greetings, one and all. Thank you for tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am your hostess, Aisha, also lovingly known as Jade. And so I want to welcome you again to my podcast. And as we know, we are winding down for July, being Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is just one of the passions. As I always mention, I have several passions, but this is just one of them. And since we're focusing on Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, not to say that we don't focus on everyone, because it does affect everyone. However, this is speaking of minorities. Minority Mental Health Awareness. And so one of the things, and it's all about your well-being, your mind, body, and soul, everything connecting together spiritually, emotionally, mentally, everything just connecting together, and how I need, because it includes me too, how we need to make sure that we get the proper support and get the proper things that we need, so that everything hopefully will have a balance. And tonight's episode that I want to speak on is 6 tips for battling loneliness. 6 tips for battling loneliness. This is the episode that I'm going to be speaking on. So, let's just jump right into what are 6 tips for battling loneliness, because we know with that, a lot of times depression plays a huge part. Okay. And if you've ever experienced depression, it can get really it's not fun. It's very uncomfortable. It's very lonely. It's very dark. It's very gray. It's very, you're very unhopeful. Life just doesn't seem worthy. Just self-confidence, self-esteem is a lot of things that play into part with depression and loneliness. Okay. So even if you're not diagnosed, but you may be experiencing some type of loneliness from whatever that may be. Again, I want to speak about 6 tips for battling loneliness. So let's just jump right into that. And let me also say I'm #the researcher. Yes, I love it. I love it. And thank you guys in advance for listening to the replay that is going to be available shortly after. And for those of you that join me live, thank you also. So the first tip is, remember that although the distinction can be difficult to draw, loneliness and solitude are different. So it's entirely reasonable to feel lonely, yet still feel as though you need some time to yourself. Loneliness feels draining, distracting, and upsetting. Desired solitude feels peaceful, creative, and restorative. Okay, so there is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Again, with loneliness, you can feel draining, you can be distracted, and it's upsetting. And solitude, or desired solitude, feels very peaceful, calming, creative, restorative. Number 2, nurturing others. Raising children, teaching, caring for animals helps to alleviate loneliness. Number 3, keep in mind that to avoid loneliness, many people need both a social circle and an intimate attachment. Having one of these elements may still leave you feeling lonely. So you could be with someone and still feel lonely. You can have a social circle and still feel lonely. There's something that's missing. Okay? So again, having one of those elements may still leave you feeling lonely. Number 4, work hard to get your sleep, which getting rest is so very important. It is very key. One of the most common indicators of loneliness is broken sleep. taking a long time to fall asleep, waking frequently, and feeling sleepy during the day. Sleep deprivation under any circumstances brings down people's moods, makes them more likely to get sick, and dampen their energy. So sleep deprivation or not getting enough sleep, it messes with your physical as well. Again, making you feel sick, just drains the energy out of you. You're very fatigued. You don't feel like doing anything, right? So it's important to tackle this issue. And look up sleep deprivation if you like. And if it doesn't take too long, there's some tips on how to get great rest. So, getting sleep is definitely very important. So, set up a specific bedtime for yourself, okay? Many people have no idea what time they should go to sleep in order to feel well rested. Be realistic. If you have to wake up at 7, staying awake until 1:30 in the morning each night is unlikely to be sufficient. So try to set a specific bedtime for yourself. Get ready for bed well before your bedtime, if you can do that. Whatever you need to do, wash your face, take a shower, brush your teeth, do all of that well before your bedtime. Make your room very dark. Shut the blinds, block out lights, even, turn off your computer, your clock, your phone, anything. Just, they have these type of lights that you can get. I forgot what the name of it is. Can't think of it right now. But, for people who don't really like to sleep in total dark, they do have, is it a white light, white noise, something like that? I'm not too sure. Stretch also. Studies show that women who were having trouble sleeping, they stretched 4 times a week. Keep your bedroom a little chilly. If your mind is racing with worry, make a list of everything you need to do the next day. Tidy up your bedroom. Exercise. So also an hour before bedtime, avoid work that requires alert thinking. Also, you can yawn. They say yawning. Tell yourself, I have to get up now. So it's several different things that you can do. If those don't sound too, too enlightening for you, you can certainly, Google research, YouTube it, do something. So those were just a few tips on getting good sleep or getting good rest. That was number 4. Number 5 is try to figure out what's missing from your life. Making lots of plans with friends doesn't necessarily alleviate loneliness. You could just have somebody perhaps just hang around the house with you. Of course, a close friend, a good support. So the more clearly you see what's lacking, the more clearly you'll see possible solutions. Right? Sometimes you just need that quiet presence from another person that you trust. And number 6, take steps to connect with other people. Negative emotions like loneliness, envy, and guilt have an important role to play in a happy life. They're big, flashing signs that something needs to change. The pain of loneliness can prod you to connect with other people. Unfortunately, loneliness itself can make people feel more negative, critical, and judgmental. So if you recognize that your loneliness may be affecting you in that way, you can take steps to counter it. So, most people have suffered from loneliness at some point. Doesn't mean you have to have a diagnosis. You might have a symptom. So, either or. Have you found any good strategies for making yourself less lonely? That is the question at hand. Have you found any good strategies for making yourself less lonely? What worked? Or perhaps what didn't work? So that's just some short food for thought to think about. And as always, I always encourage people to leave comments in my comment section below. So make sure that you do if you feel comfortable enough to. With that being said, thank you so much again. Make sure that you go to my social media sites. I'm on Facebook right here, right now, Instagram, Twitter. I have a YouTube channel. You can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade, Facebook, right here, right now, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel, Aisha Speaks Jade. Please hit that thumbnail to subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to stay in the loop. Also, I have a LinkedIn account. You can find me at Aisha Jade Speaks. Again, that is Aisha Jade Speaks. Thank you guys so much. I'm about to take it down. I'm still playing a little bit of catch up, but it's all good. Always remember that you are first and foremost. The thing that makes you a little nervous or a little bit fearful will be your success. Like Nike, just do it. Create your greatness and create your happiness. You matter. With that being said, throughout your challenges, always remember those 3 C's. Catch it, check it, and change it. It might be difficult, but it can be accomplished when it is the right time for you. So practice that patience, people. I know that I do. With that in mind, peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. Have a great evening and a better tomorrow. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and Ashe. Peace out.